The Suicide Squad, also known as Task Force X, is the name of an organization within the DC universe. They are an anti-hero team of incarcerated villains who work for the US government in exchange to be pardoned for their crimes. Because this team consists of supervillains, they're all expendable, and the US government has complete deniability should they be caught or exposed. Let's meet the members. Amanda Waller is the head of the Suicide Squad despite not actually having any powers herself. She is responsible for not only choosing her team members, but also for detonating micro-explosives implanted in Suicide Squad members should they become uncontrollable. Waller is no saint though, with various incarnations of her character being portrayed through the years as a powerful figure with a hidden agenda. Slipknot's real name is Christopher Weiss. Before becoming a member of the squad, he worked for a chemical company where he was able to develop a powerful adhesive to coat his ropes with. He became a master of ropes, easily using them to maim, hang, or subdue his enemies, and eventually turned to a life of crime. George Harkness is the illegitimate love child of an American soldier and Australian woman. Raised in poverty, he developed great skills in making and using boomerangs. As he got older, he created the alias Captain Boomerang and greeted the criminal life. Captain Boomerang was known in the early comics for his rude behavior and rampant racism, and was considered to be a less than effective member of the team, and an overall dick. June Moon was a freelance artist that attended a costume party in an old castle. There she encountered Zamor, a magical being that bestowed upon her great magical powers to combat the evil forces within the castle. However, much like the Hulk, June has trouble controlling her Enchantress persona and develops a Jekyll and Hyde-like condition. She joins the Suicide Squad in an effort to learn to control her powers and to keep her darkness at bay. Tatsuo Yamashiro, while highly proficient in martial arts, was your average Japanese girl. She received attention from two brothers, but in the end chose to marry only one of them. This caused the second brother to join the Yakuza in a jealous rage, returning many years later, causing the death of Tatsuo's husband and twin children. After those events, she trained with a master swordsman and eventually created the alias Katana to fight for justice. In the New 52 Suicide Squad, she joins the team in exchange for information on her husband's killers. And some DC characters believe she's crazy for talking to her sword, believing that it carries her dead husband's soul. There are actually multiple versions of Rick Flagg's backstory, with some stating that he was a fighter pilot who lost his entire squadron, while others imply that those were actually his father's memories. Other origins imply that Rick was an ace pilot on his way to becoming an astronaut when Amanda Waller recruited him to lead the Suicide Squad. Dr. Harley Quinn was a genius psychiatry student that attended Gotham State University. After unfortunate and unclear circumstances, she began her first year of residency at Arkham Asylum with the help of her professor's glowing recommendation. She showed great interest in the Joker and arranged for a meeting with him in his cell. The two formed an unconventional relationship after the Joker attempted to strangle her, and Harley Quinn has helped him break free several times before being found out and arrested. Bars have never stopped her from being with her pudding though. Floyd Lawton grew up with his mother, brother, and abusive father. As a child, Floyd attempted to shoot his father to stop his abusive ways once and for all. However, the branch he was perched upon breaks at a critical moment, and Floyd ends up shooting and killing his own brother. Over the years, he becomes an impeccable marksman and joins the Suicide Squad in the hopes that he will die in a glorious way, since he feels like he doesn't deserve to live and refuses to kill himself. Waylon Jones was born with a unique strain of atavism that caused him to exhibit reptilian-like traits. He lived with his drunken aunt who hated him for his appearance and continuously abused him. Waylon eventually snaps and murders his aunt, taking on the killer Croc persona and turned into a life of crime as his condition and physical appearance became more reptile-like. While on a mission to collect a debt owed by local thugs, Shadow Santana set fire to the thugs' building and killed everyone inside. After discovering that his actions also caused the deaths of innocent women and children, he quietly turned himself into the police and was put on death row. His cell was filled with gas, and in his unconscious state, he had a microbomb implanted into him, leading to him becoming a member of the Suicide Squad. The Joker is not part of the Suicide Squad. He has never been a member, and he will never be a member of the squad. He will be in the movie, but the extent of his role is currently unknown. So there you have it. These are not the only characters in the DC universe to ever join the squad, and they will undoubtedly not be the last, with inevitable sequels and spin-offs on the way. Now that you're in the know, you get to wait patiently like the rest of us geeks for what I'm hoping will be one of the most fun movies to be released in 2016. Let's talk about Age of Ultron, shall we? Now right off the bat I'll say this, the movie was good, it wasn't amazing, it was good. If I had to put a solid number on it, a score, because it's what people do these days, I would give Age of Ultron